I think Wilder has a good chance of getting his belt back. I said it before. I think something was wrong with him. He didn't say nothing. He didn't come up with no excuses except for the outfit being too heavy. But I really thought something was wrong with him. Even before he got dropped, I thought something was wrong with him. He just didn't seem the same. B-Fly, I haven't worked with B-Fly in the...
Those are the words from Robert Garcia. Of course, he's a trainer in Oxnard. He's trained Mikey Garcia, Marcos Maidana, Antonio Margachito. Those guys, you know, he has been training. You know, Amir Khan was there for a minute. And he says that, you know, Wilder has a good chance of getting his belt back. You know, he says something was wrong with Wilder. You can tell, you know, right off that he wasn't quite right. And, you know, he didn't come up with any excuses except the costume excuse. I mean, that was really the only excuse that he made. But the counterpunch, I think that it's not the excuses that he made, it's the excuses that he allows to be said. Okay? If anyone's saying something about you, you have the right, the moral right, to come out and verify if that's right or wrong. Is that true or false? Okay? And he hasn't done that. So the counterpunch, I think the excuses that he allowed to be put out there, I think, you know, he has full control over, because he could have shut all that down, but he's not going to. He likes the idea of people thinking whatever happened to him, you know, from the trainer sabotaging to the water to the dent to the doctor to the gloves to the drugs to, you know what I mean? It's a lot of things that has been said about the conspiracy and all the accusations about Wilder. And that's what we've heard. And he could have said something. He mentioned certain things. So why is he so quiet about all that? You know? But Robert Garcia says that he has a good chance of getting his belts back. Okay? Now, here's the thing. Robert Garcia is right. There is a chance of him. He has a chance of getting it back. He has a puncher's chance. He can punch. Now, how could this happen? You know, being who Wilder is, you know, in my opinion, based on what Wilder showed us in the second fight, only based on that, not the future, not what he's planning to do, from what we knew or what we know. If he plans on doing the same thing, we're going to get the same result. Tyson's going to beat him. But, of course, if he goes in there with a better game plan and he really studies what he did wrong and really humble himself and like, hey, I lost. This happened. You know, forget all the conspiracies. I just lost. I got hit with punches I shouldn't have got hit with. And that's that, you know, because if you feel you were cheated, just say you felt you were cheated and you don't have to fight him. I wouldn't want Wilder to fight Tyson Fury if Tyson Fury really cheated on him. If they find evidence, I mean credible evidence, not a hearsay of somebody that we ain't never heard of and ain't never interviewed. We haven't talked to the photographer. No one has talked to the photographer. If it was that valid, we would have heard something from the photographer saying, you know what, those were my pictures. That was Tyson Fury's condition of his gloves. That's what they looked like on that day. You know what I mean? And I'm verifying them because I'm looking at them right now. They weren't photoshopped, this, with that, and the other. Okay. Then in that case, why would Wilder even want to fight him? Damn the rematch clause. It's time to take his ass to court for cheating me. That's what it's time for. Counterpunch. But he's not saying any of that. We're looking forward to the third fight, right? So this is what we have. Well, if he can train, if he can improve, he might have a chance. I don't know how big of a chance. You know, Roberto Garcia says he has a good chance. I don't know about a good chance. You know what I mean? The only way he has a good chance is to change what he did wrong or to change his style. Okay? But there is another way. Okay? If you've seen Fury lately, you know, he's been laughing. He's been very confident. He's been taunting Wilder. He's been saying, I'm going to get you, Wilder. I'm coming in there. It's a momentum. It's a force, right? Coming right at you. right? Right at you. Okay. If Tyson Fury comes in overconfident, he could get knocked out. Look at Anthony Joshua when he dropped Andy Ruiz. He thought it was over, didn't he? So he went in there wailing away. You know, Andy stayed cool, ducked, slipped, rolled. Bow! Caught Joshua, caught him off guard, and changed history, right? That could happen to Tyson Fury if he comes in overzealous, overconfident, you know, throwing caution to the wind. I'm going to beat you, Dawson. And he gets caught with a punch he doesn't see because he's too busy trying to inflict pain on his opponent that he did before. What makes you think that, how do you guys think that Tyson Fury beat Wilder? He beat Wilder because Wilder was too overconfident that he's going to land a right hand and that's a done deal, right? Boom. All right, he's done. Let's go home, guys. To this day. And then yell out bomb squad. That didn't happen. He landed those rights, a few rights. I've seen them. It didn't work. So it's like, oh shit, what am I going to do now? Was something wrong with Wilder? I think what was wrong with Wilder looked spooked to me. He looked spooked. And maybe the spook didn't come from the punches that came from Fury. It came from the punch that he landed on Fury and nothing really happened. That might have spooked him. You know, what happens when your one special gift doesn't work that time? You know, that'll spook anybody. When I mean spooked, it kind of just shocked him. He was more in shock. You could see it in his eyes, you know, like, whoa, what's up with this dude? But it could have been fear. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I hit this dude. I know I hit him the same way I hit him the first fight. Why didn't this bitch go down? You know, that'll freak anybody out. You know, they'll have you thinking all kind of crazy stuff. Something ain't right with me. Something's wrong with him. What's going on? Right? So that could have been the case with Wilder. You know, was he stumbling around? Yeah, he was. You know, so I don't know. Maybe he got caught with a punch. You know, and me personally, I think the same thing happened to Wilder, happened to Joshua. They got caught with shots, like weird places. Anthony Joshua got caught right here. He got caught like right here in this temple area. There's no skull there. That's a pressure point. Wilder got caught like with some type of punch. What was it? His right ear too? Wasn't it the same side? I want to say it was his right, or maybe it was his left. Let me see. Let me check real quick, because I could be wrong, but I think it was the same side. So let's see. Okay, that's his right side. So this might have been his actual left side. Okay. Nope. It was his left side. And he got caught. If you look at this picture, guys, he got caught, right? Same side, left side, right around that ear area. Okay. Knocked his equilibrium off. That's probably why. Look at his eyes. Look at this guy's eyes. He looks spooked, people. Okay? That looks like some kind of spooked look. Like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is really going on in this fight? But he's never been in a situation like that either, though. I mean, he's been berated with punches when Ortiz, hit him. But this is different, So I think that's what that was. I think he got caught with a shot at a part of his head that just threw him off balance, I mean, it happens. Ask Joshua that. The same things happen. Matter of fact, wasn't in the third round? Wasn't in the third round Wilder went down too? Right? Boom, got caught with that shot. Left side. Boom, he caught him with a right. Right? So, that's what happened. Round 3, he went down. He never really recovered. And his legs wouldn't under him, and he blamed it on the costume. Of course, it had to be something else beside the punch to save face. I get it, but I think that's what it is. But so back to Roberto Garcia, I think that's what was wrong with Wilder. Me counterpunching what Roberto Garcia said. Yeah, it was something wrong when he got hit in the wrong area that he couldn't recover from. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. But you guys tell me what you think about Robert Garcia and his prediction. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.